Zane stared blankly at the paper in front of him. One signature and his family would be set for life. This is what the researcher from Robronco told him. Participate in their research, his sentence would be commuted, and his family would never struggle for anything ever again. Zane was not a career criminal. He'd robbed the convenience store out of desperation. As Equestria went to war with his grandparents' homeland, it became increasingly difficult to find honest work. Zane had a family to support. It was a choice to rob a store or go hungry. He just had the misfortune of robbing a store run by unicorns. All the fleet-hoofed zebra tactics in the world were no match for unicorn magic. They quickly subdued him and turned him into the pinks. He was shown no mercy in the equestrian criminal system. After all, he was a perfect example of why zebras were not to be trusted.
Better white than striped,
As the Ministry of Image would put it. He was arrested for armed robbery. It would be years before he would see his wife or his daughter again. So when unicorns from Robronco came offering commuted sentences and compensation for family in exchange for volunteers, Zane was first to speak up. The researchers were very pleased that, of all the inmates, a zebra had volunteered. He was given a physical and approved for whatever experiment they had in store for him. So now all that he had to do was sign what looked like a standard liability waiver, or NDA. Zane was not a lawyer by any means. Trying to decipher the legalese of this paper gave him a headache. All he had to do was muster the courage to sign, and he could see his daughter again.
"I can do this. Just sign my name,"
he said, taking the pen in his mouth and signing on the line. A moment later, one of the researchers entered and took the form, smiling. Another researcher in a lab coat entered and administered a shot. Zane became very sleepy.
"This'll be a great help for the war effort,"
he said as Zane's eyes closed. When Zane came to, he couldn't feel anything. It was all numb. From his mane to his hooves, he couldn't move. There was a growing panic as he looked around the lab. There was something about the way the lab looked that was off, like looking at a terminal monitor. Several researchers were readjusting something under his bed. He strained his ears to hear them.
"With the extraction complete, we just need the body set up,"
one said.
"I just hope they remembered to wipe the memories this time,"
the other complained.
"We don't need another criminal in charge of one of these."
The growing panic caused Zane to try and speak up.
In charge of what?
He asked, his words coming out rather deep and robotic.
"Celestia, damn it," the second researcher said. "They forgot again!"
"Already the memory purge,"
the first sighed.
"Can't have this brainbot talking when we show it to Ironshod."